Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Saul from Ontario, California. I have officially moved to the West Coast, and I want to welcome everyone here in this call. We're going to share our amazing Vida Divina presentation. I hope that you are ready with pen and paper. I hope that you're ready with, um, you know, the friend that invited you here. And let's get started. I see that we have some people already on the call. So it's already 6 o'clock on the dot on the West Coast time. So we're gonna get started. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself so that we're not strangers. The person who invited you here today is my friend, and whether you like what you see today, make sure that you get in contact with them, and let them know that you want to get started. All right. So I've been lucky enough uh, to be a part of this journey of this growth. My name is Saul Tepicila. I am currently a new diamond, one of the newest diamonds in Vida Divina. And what does it mean to be a diamond? Well, just to tell you a little bit about, how I came about becoming a diamond. Well, diamond is someone who has helped many people within their sales team, within their organization, uh, on your way to making probably just a little over $500,000 in commissions, and on your way to making a seven-figure income. So, how did I come to get into that position? Well, I'll tell you how I got started. I started in network marketing, which is this industry that we're in roughly around 2010. And I was just, a nobody in the industry. I was just trying to get by. I was trying to make some money, but someone invited me to a presentation, a business presentation, just like the one you're gonna see today. And they showed me about a project, about an opportunity that it was gonna help me make some money. It was gonna get me a little bit of lifestyle, and it was going to help me, just move up in life, I will be able to achieve some goals. Now, I didn't make anything happen in that business. I achieved no success, and I went on to four different companies, just trying to look for a mentor, finding good people to help me achieve my goals and my dreams. So I I got to Vida Divina in 2018, and my sponsor, his name is Alberto Diaz, who's currently a double diamond in Vida Divina. And he told me, well, we were both broke at that time. We had no success in previous businesses, and I met him at a previous project. But what I like about Vida Divina was that we have a great compensation plan, great leadership, great products, by the way, great products, amazing products. And I just like the leadership. And I said, you know what? Let me just give myself another chance, because after trying out multiple projects, and from 2010, I think it was even earlier, 2007, 2008, I was just looking for ways to make money. I was looking for ways to become someone in life, someone in the industry. And especially because as I was growing up, I'm 39 years old now. But as I was growing up, everyone told me that in order for you to become successful, you have to go to school, get good grades, become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or have some type of career. But it didn't happen for me. I found my way to success through this journey, through this opportunity. And, I've been speaking to other people who have careers, including my wife. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my wife because she's graduated from college. She has two majors. She was working on Wall Street in the trading floor, and she was making over six figures. Just under $200,000 a year. But they had a lot of work. She was a project manager, and she was very like she would work from 8 o'clock in the morning up until 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's just something about every business, including corporate businesses. where you have the corporate ladder and you hit that glass ceiling. So after working in corporate for my wife and see her work her way up, she was always under someone's directions and instructions, and they would give her a lot of work. Like, she would be making a lot of work even after hours after work, and very very stressful. I mean, her time was very stressful. Now we're both business owners, and she she got surprised how through this opportunity of network marketing, Vida Divina, the business opportunity that I'm going to share with you today, I've been able to surpass her corporate income. So I'm telling you this because these are real cases, real experiences. And if you're someone who is sick and tired of being sick and tired, somebody who's been looking for an opportunity or just ways to earn income and just experience life, do something different. This is an opportunity for you. I mean, I live in the East Coast in the state of New Jersey. I used to live in New York, but I moved now to the state of New Jersey, and now I am officially living in the West Coast. I am really close to the Ontario, California um, headquarters, and I'm going to be building my business from here. I want to show my family what it's like to be living in the West Coast. Go see LA, Santa Monica, San Diego, all the West Coast vibe, and we want to experience a little bit something a little bit different. While our home is still in Jersey, and this is something that we can do just because an opportunity like this. So I'm sharing you this because I'm sharing this with you because I want you to see what's possible. Where you are right now and where you could be in the next 3 to 5 years from now could be totally different. Experience the world. If you have a family, if you're a father, a mother, a single father, single mother, this could literally help you achieve all your goals, all your dreams. But you want to make sure that you have a vision and, basically put down your whys, put down your goals. All right. So as we get started, big shout outs to everyone here. I see that we have everyone here from Charleston. Okay, good evening. We have people from Maryland. Okay, I was in Maryland recently, 2 weeks ago. We have Coachella. All right, and Maryland again. All right, perfect. So let's get started, guys. If we have anybody who's new in the call, welcome. We want to welcome you with open arms. Okay, so let's start talking about who we are as a company. Okay, so what you're gonna see here is basically our business model, our business briefing, and we're gonna talk about the company, um, the product line, and everything. Okay, so the company is called Vida Divina, which stands for Divine Life. Now, the company was founded in 2016 by the gentleman of Armand Pujol. Okay, right now the headquarters, the biggest headquarters, is here in Ontario, California, although we have over 12 different offices worldwide. Okay, we have different offices in Mexico, Latin America, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, El Salvador, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Spain, and we're looking to expand, of course. But in 8 years, 9 years that we've been in business, we have grown tremendously. I mean, we have made some decent figures. Okay, now you could ship over all over 50 different countries, so you can have presence worldwide. Look, so one of the questions that I usually ask traditional business owners is, what it would be like for you to have another business in another state? Because that's one of the questions, that's one of the things that traditional business owners cannot do. So when they hear these conversations, they just stutter because you can have an amazing business opportunity that is reaching multiple areas without the extra cost, without the headaches that come with it, without the employee mindset, and it can just continue to run. Now, this gentleman with over 28 years of experience in this industry, finding success and teaching other people how to find success. He created the secret sauce to success, which is basically the 5 steps to success. Now, the 5 steps to success are really something that is going to help you get on a track to move up in this business. And let me tell you why. I don't come from a successful entrepreneurial family. I don't come from a family that has done business in the past. And I don't know if you have ever done well in any kind of business. So, if this is your first time looking at a business opportunity, this is a cookie cutter system with with an ABC system set in place, which is basically the 5 steps to success. That's basically what it is. It'll teach you the mentality. It'll teach you the how to acquire your first few customers, and we have the system in place for you. Okay, to guarantee your success as long as you're willing to work with it. Okay, now we have great products infused with this amazing mushroom, and we work with, I believe, 9, 10 different mushrooms, which is basically reishi, and we have other ones which you can look up. But these are basically the king of herbs. This mushroom works as an adaptogen. It helps you with the body, with immunity, increases resistance to stress. It'll boost your immune system, and I mean, it has just some great benefits. I mean, I usually have people go online and look up through Netflix a movie that's called Fantastic Fungi. And you're gonna see a documentary that talk about, people getting excited about mushrooms, about how their healing power of mushrooms, and how they basically help you with the body. Okay, so great stuff. Now, what did we do with the mushrooms? Well, basically we blend them a great we blended a great formula through a detox tea, which is basically one of our top sellers. I mean, if you go on TikTok and you put detox tea divina, you're gonna see a lot of people talking about it. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of buzz going on about this amazing product. Now, of course, the coffee line. Right now, especially right now, you're gonna see a lot of and the entire world, not only here in Latin America, but all over the US, Asians, I mean, all different cultures talking about the mushroom coffee. What is this mushroom coffee? And that's what we have it here today. I mean, there are other brands, but of course, there's nothing like ours. We have coffee blended with mushrooms that will help you increase your immune system for sexual enhancement, libido, and all of that good stuff. Then we have, of course, the weight loss program, which is basically the Sculpt line, and the Mundo line. The Mundo line is basically a beverage line, which basically will help you with your immunity. They're very tasty, refreshing, delicious. I mean, I like this stuff. And then we have the supplements, of course, which will help you with energy, with weight loss, with your digestive system, with aches and pains. I mean, we have it all. And then we also have the skincare. I mean, for those of us who are already in their 40s, late 40s, maybe early 50s, maybe you start having gray hairs, maybe a little bit of, the fine lines. Maybe this is some stuff that you can use. I'm like I said, I'm already 39 years old. I'm almost 40, and I started getting a lot of wrinkles, a lot of eye bags. Why? Because I used to not have a lot of sleep. I used to be a bartender before, and I used to get out of work very late. So I used to get very, very little sleep. So this is basically good stuff for me. So behind, a good product, we can always have a good business opportunity, especially we put it together with a great compensation plan. Now, this compensation plan pays you the most. We have the number one compensation plan in the entire network marketing industry, hands down. I mean, if you put apples to apples together, we come out on top. Now, you can make 50% up to 70% off of the retailing of our products. Now, basically, if you retail a product, you make an average of 20, 25, maybe even $30. Okay? So imagine if you sell 4 products a day, that's already $100. Imagine if you do that 5 times a week. That's already $500 in your pocket. Now, $500 a week in your spare time. What if you do that 4 weeks out of the month? You're netting. $2,000 extra a month, part-time. Now, if you're doing it part-time, $2,000 a month part-time, that can help you pay a mortgage, a car payment, maybe some bills, maybe some debt, maybe some credit cards. Who knows? I mean, but this will help you do that. Now, of course, after retailing the products and telling people about the product, you're gonna have people who like the product, and of course, people who also would also want to make money. Especially right now, people are struggling. People are worrying about all these tariffs that are going on with the government. I mean, let's not talk about that because I don't talk about government or politics or religion, but you know people are just scared, and we have answers. We can tell people, hey, there's an opportunity. You can create your own economy here. So if you bring somebody on board together, and you invite them to your business opportunity, they get started with you, you're going to make a 50% sign-on bonus. Now, you don't get paid for recruiting. You get paid for the products that um, they're gonna get as their starter kit. Okay, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But then you can make 50% matching bonus every time you bring somebody on board, and you teach them how to talk about the product, how to share the opportunity, and they start building a team. You can get something called matching bonus. Let's say that person who you brought into the system, you teach them about how to do the 5 steps, and they start earning a check. Now, each check that they make, let's say they make $1,000 a month, you're gonna get 50% of that check. Now, 50% of $1,000, that's $500. Now, what if you have 5 people earning $1,000 each? That'll be $500 times 5. That's already $2,500 extra a month. Now, over time, let me tell you what happened with me. Over time, you're gonna find people that would be making, let's just say, in 1 year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time. You know, what if they get to make $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month? Now, 50% will be matched to you. And of course, there is no limit. Sky's the limit. We have no limit to how many people you can sponsor and how much money they can earn. Okay? So this is why we have the best compensation plan. Now we have 12 different ways to make money, of course, with Vida Divina. Make sure that you talk to the person who invited you here, and let them know that you want to find out more about how to get started. Okay? Now, one of the things that I love about our company is that we have no auto-ship. And what's an auto-ship mean? Of course, you get auto-ship on your cell phone bill, you get auto-ship on your, I don't know, your water bill, your electricity bill, but there are some companies that charge you on auto-ship. For example, some companies that maybe you don't even want the product that month, or you don't want a certain kind of products, but they'll send them to you anyways without permission. They'll run your credit card, and people get mad because nobody wants to get charged, especially off of products that they don't order or they don't want. But out there are companies that do that. So in Vida Divina, we don't have that problem. We know you're gonna love the product, that you're gonna order the products on your own. Okay, so that's a plus. And then we have a 5% um, compensation in all the residuals. Okay, of course, you have to place your order from the 1st to the 7th. So today is the 7th. Actually, if you have not placed your order of the month, make sure that you will go ahead and do that as of right now, because this is the last day that you can qualify for that extra 5% of your binary commissions. Okay, so then we have a Zoom call. Now, if you don't know how to lead, how to build a team, how to sell, or how to present the business opportunity, we got that for you. Let us present for you. We have a team of committed people, committed leaders. We have here in this call people who are the movers and the shakers in this business, and they will help you train your people. They will help you present the opportunity for you. Okay, all you got to do is bring them on board, bring them to the call. Now, here's the schedule every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now we have the times here for you, And this is on a weekly basis. Now, of course, make sure that you get your manual, your MLM Guru manual, which will help you. Will teach you how to host your home parties, your coffee parties, how to do your demos, how to present the opportunity correctly, how to manage your commissions through your sales, and all of that. Okay, so we literally have the whole system for you. Okay, and you're not alone. So if you're looking at the opportunity and you're saying, hey, okay, so I like the opportunity, I want to get started. I see how this could help me build my business. All right. So how do you get started? We have four different ways to get started here in the US. You can get started, with $135, 340, 680, or 1360. Now, what's the difference? How much product you're getting and how much product are you earning? Okay? So we have no minimum, we have no maximum. Let me ask you, how big are your dreams? How big are your goals? If you get started with 1360, it's almost 2000, it's literally under $1,400. There is no business in America that you can set up with less than $1,400. If you put a hot dog stand with permits, with the cart, with the hot dogs, the bread, the mayo, the ketchup, the mustard, you literally be paying well over $10,000. And you have to wait for your permit if you want to do it legally, correctly. Okay? So, here in this business, with little to no investment, with unlimited potential to be able to earn. Okay? So, you know, this is basically our business opportunity presentation. Now, if you wait, because we have a training coming up, let me know if there are any questions at the moment. All right, so I see some people that are qualifying for the 5%. That's amazing. What else is going on? All right, let me see. Um, all right. So we have, yeah, the Orange Genius and the Mundo Omega. That's one of my favorites too, Sandy. I love that combination. AC is in New York City. Shout outs, man. All right, so we have someone on the call. Let me see if she's ready. We have one of our Ruby leaders. This young lady, I've met her recently in Panama. She's somebody who is making some great things happen. I know she's originally from Peru, and I know she's building. So she's gonna share with us a great training. Make sure that you have a pen and paper so that you can learn from her. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Ruby. Okay, in the company, we have a certain standards, and once you move up to Ruby, okay, you're already a part of. You're working hand in hand with our CEO Armand Pujot, and that's already halfway, more than halfway to diamond. Okay, as a Ruby director, it's basically someone who's averaging an average of, I would say, over $14,000 a month. Okay, now if you want to learn from somebody like her, make sure that you stay tuned. Let me see if she's already on the call, because I know she has a great training from for us. Okay, let me just ask. Okay, so while she gets connected, are there any questions as of right now? I want to know if someone's here for the first time, or let me know when did you get started, what did you like the most about our company, and we go from there. Does that make sense? So I know I know right now we have a lot of things happening. Um we have our company convention coming up, which is really amazing. And I'm already here in California, so I just can't wait. I don't know where you guys are from. I saw some people who are from Maryland. I saw some people from New Jersey, from New York. Um, I saw some people from Coachella here in California. I mean, this is just amazing. We're gonna have a lot of people connecting. So make sure that you get your tickets. Make sure that you become a part of this whole growth. This is, let me see. Sandy saying, I got Miss Katie though, and she would like to know if there's any translation available on the convention. I know that there are translations. Usually, you can get a headset, and someone is always translating for the community, for everyone in the English community. So yes, yes, that's what I know. I hope that answered your question, Katie. My pleasure. Jasmine Rios says, "Does your wife still have the corporate job after seeing you over?" No, no. She's also a business owner now. She has an online boutique. Her goal was always to become an entrepreneur in fashion. So she does fashion, and I do network marketing. and uh, and after seeing some of my checks, I mean, before, let me tell you a little bit about that story, okay? While this happens, okay? Now, I was a server and a bartender back in New York. Now, as a server and a bartender, you don't really make much. I mean, you make decent money, but you don't make much. Now, I used to live in the Bronx, New York. Now, the Bronx, New York was not so nice. It's basically it's basically ghetto. I come from That's where I come from, okay? And the Bronx, New York. So I met my wife. She was living in Times Square. Imagine this. She was living in Times Square. And in Spanish, she's from Puerto Rico, I'm from Mexico. And I used to call her in Spanish La Riquita de Midtown. That was her nickname, my nickname to her, which means the rich girl from Midtown, you know? And let me see. So um, when she met me and I was just getting started, I was basically a supervisor director. I was a bronze working the whole month. Now we were dating and she didn't believe in this opportunity. She didn't see this business as a profitable business, I guess you can say. She didn't understand it at first. She didn't see the vision. And she would say things to me. She would give me negativity at some point. She would say things at one point where things like, "Hey, how come you never take me out on a date?" Now, mind you, I didn't have any money back then. I was just working, 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 working. Then, we went on a little bit longer, and she was saying, "Hey, how come you have not given me a ring?" Like she wanted me to propose to her. And I was like, "Well, it'll come soon. It'll come soon." Now, I was a gold director, the gold director, you're still not making much. I'm making some, but I wanted to, make over six figures. Then, we kept on dating, and she got to the point where she told me, "Hey, this business doesn't really work. This business, uh, I think you could do better. I think why don't you try a different career?" And guess what? She paid me. She paid me because she was the one making money back then. She paid me a real estate class for me to go out there and get my real estate license and become a realtor. And we would argue back and forth. We'll be back and forth like an argument. And of course, I liked her. I think she liked me. She was with me, and I went to the class. Because she had paid for it. I went to take some real estate classes. But I'm just telling you this because if you're going through a struggle, if you're going through, some issues with your family, with your loved ones, it's okay. It's part of the process. Just stay strong. She said, "The same happens with my husband. I need to work harder though." Yes, You know, you need to bring your husband results. Let me tell you a little bit about what happened with my wife. You know, she wanted that ring, right? And she wanted a Tiffany ring. Now, I didn't know what Tiffany was. I don't know if you ladies, I'm sure you know what Tiffany is, right? The Tiffany store with the nice, the Tiffany blue color. And she wanted a ring, but she wanted a 3.5 carat ring, like a humongous ring. And that thing cost like $30,000. And I was like, what the fuck? That cost like more than my car. I was like, where am I gonna get that kind of money? And she was like, in Spanish, there's a song by Jennifer Lopez, and the song goes like El Anillo Pa' Cuando, you know, like when am I gonna have that ring? And she said, if you don't buy me a ring, we're gonna have to break up. I was like, so it's like that? She was like, yeah, it's like that. So that put pressure on me. That put pressure on me, and I kept on working. I kept on working, hustling, hustling. I used to be sad. I used to get sad. I used to cry in private, you know, because I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't cheating. I wasn't dating other women. I was just trying to get my business off the ground. But she didn't see it that way. She saw it as I was just wasting my time. I was just, not taking care of her, not taking her on dates. I was like, sweetie, I got no time for dates at this time. I got no time for dates. I got no time for money. I got to get my checks up. So, long story short, I kept on hustling. I kept on working. I kept on working harder and harder. And I started moving up. I left the, one of the things that I want to tell you guys is that put any distractions aside, because that real estate program got me distracted. Don't do two projects at the same time. If you're gonna decide to do Vida Divina, do Vida Divina all in. Okay, don't have anything else. Don't put any other project on in your mind. Don't start selling, waters, rent, electricity, pots, perfumes, butt cream. No, I mean, just focus on Vida Divina all the way. Because if you don't focus on Vida Divina or your project, you're gonna, I mean, your attention is gonna be divided. So I was like, fuck no. I mean, excuse my French, it's just emotion, I was like, you know, I I got my ego up, my energy up, and I started running. I started, doing the 5 steps. I started selling. I started retailing. I started working hard. And, I was like, for me, let me tell you a little bit about why I decided to go all in this business. It's because I was an immigrant. I had no opportunity. I had no papers. I had no chance of becoming, getting a doctor's degree, or my bachelor's degree, or any kind of degree. So I was like, this is all. I had to put all my eggs in this basket, because this is basically the average person's best chance to make over 6 figures, even 7 or 8 figures. Literally, it's like that. So I started working, and I became I started hitting ranks. I became a platinum. I went into jade, sapphire. I went to a ruby, and a ruby. I was already make at one point. I make over almost $20,000 as a ruby director, and I was like, all right, so I guess I can pay off the ring with one of my checks, a check and a half. So I got excited. I was really nice. We got married in let me show you a little bit about where I got married. I think I got some pictures here. But I'm telling you this because you're gonna find people that are not gonna believe in you. And if people don't believe in you, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in your opportunity. And don't let nobody take that opportunity from you. I'm gonna right now, of course, we're traveling all the way. We're doing a lot of expansion. We're doing a lot of great things. But um um if I show you my right now, I'm living in a nice house here in Riverside, California. I ship my two vehicles here And this is something that you can, I mean, you can experience, something that you can do. But let me show you where we got married in Puerto Rico. Not only I gave my wife the ring that she wanted, that thing is huge. That thing is humongous. Um, she wanted a diamond. I was like, all right, so you want that? I'm gonna give you that. Just give me time. But she got the ring. Um, we got married by the beach in Puerto Rico. Um, we got married. Let me find the pictures for you. Okay, I want to show you guys the pictures. Um, Let me see. So, I hope that you guys are finding this useful because we want to see you grow. We want to see you move up. We want to see you progress and find success, find your success basically. Let me see. Oh, I have a lot of pictures, but I want to show you the just the pictures from Puerto Rico for my wedding. So, if you have, your fiance, if you have, your girl, you want to propose to her, you want to get married and have the wedding of her life, this is the opportunity for you. This is it. Um, it's almost coming up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Thank you for patience. All right, so I'm gonna share with you some of our wedding pictures. Look, this is Kathy. This was her the hotel. I'm gonna look. This was the dress. Oh, am I sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. This was the dress. Of course, this is where we got married. This was basically the decoration, all with flowers. The cake was huge. This is where we had the ceremony, the party. Look, by the beach. So you see, so basically, you can achieve many goals if you decide that you want to do it. You get focused. Now that was when I was in Ruby. Now I became a diamond now, but you have to make sure that you have the right mentality to be able to grow. So I don't think that our leader, I don't think that our leader, let me see. I want to know if she's good. Well, I have no response. All right. But I want to make sure that you guys understand what this opportunity is about. Um, Make sure that you decide, make sure that you defend your opportunity, defend your dreams, defend your goals. Um, Literally, like I will show you where we are right now. Um, this is basically the house that we're we're living in here in Ontario, California. Let me show you, okay? I got multiple rooms here, but this is basically my view right now. Oh, say hi. That's my wife and my daughter. This is basically everyone in the English team, and this is our view. So as we are as real as it gets. So thank you everyone for joining. This is something that you can do, you can experience if you decide that you want to build a business. Look, I travel with everywhere I go. I travel with my wife. Uh, Last month we were in Panama. In February we were in Guatemala. In March I was in Italy for my birthday, and she wants to go to Dubai. But this all of this could be done because we made the decision. So we want to make sure that you make that decision and don't stop at anything. Don't stop, literally. It'll be worth it. But you got to keep pushing it. We got to take it up a notch. We got to continue going and pushing 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 and pushing. And you'll see. You'll thank me later. You'll thank Vida Divina. You'll thank Armand Pujol. All right, guys? So my time is up. Thank you for yours. And we hope to see you in the next event. All right? Um, so I think we're almost done now. Yes. All right. So thank you everybody here for joining this call. If you're here for the first time, get together with the person who told you about this opportunity. Let them know that you want to try the product or you want to get started. And let's build this, guys. Let's do this. Like, I want to have an all English event. How about that? Where we can all, talk to each other, be belly to belly, and do the presentation. Learn from all of us. All right. So let's do this. I'll see you later, guys. Have a good night.